go.
Here we are. It is 2021, and this is still a thing.
We are still doing this for some reason.
Gosh, I'm like so rusty, I don't even know how to warm up.
Well, reach up big to the sky. Deep breath in. All right, and roll your back down as you slowly exhale. There we go, all warmed up.
Yeah, that sounds
That's all
healthy.
it took.
Oh, man. The number of like old man noises I make now. The other day when we were playing Jackbox, because I have a headset with the mic mute like you do. So I muted it and I got up and I got myself a soda and I came and I sat down in the chair and I went, and then I was like, I really hope I actually muted my microphone so people don't hear what I sound like when I sit down.
I was getting up out of the chair and I made a similar sound.
It's so bad. It's kind of embarrassing.
And I think I actually went, oh God.
Just all these dad noises. How did we become a couple of dads?
I'm just dadding around.
Just dadding.
Just dadding around. It used to be that you were the mom, but you can't host right now, so now we're both dads.
Yeah, right.
But a family, it's fine, because a family can be just two dads.
A family
and they're two dogs.
A family can be 4 dads and no kids. Mm-hmm. Family.
It's true.
If anyone doesn't know what that is, look up the family sketch from the Birthday Boys.
It's a good one.
You will not regret it.
A family can be 10 dads.
Yeah, so it's 2021 somehow. I don't even know why I have nothing.
Okay. Well, normally for New Year's, we throw a rager, and obviously couldn't do that this year.
So depressing.
It was a little depressing. But instead, we still did our gift exchange for those who were able to and wanted to participate.
Yeah.
We just did it on a Zoom call. And we got some cool things. You want to talk about what you got?
Yeah, Ben got me a nice set of beard things, which I've been using. I've been really enjoying the sandalwood beard oil.
Yes, they're scented like sandals.
Sandal. It's so stupid. That's a reference to something I'm not even going to cite. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, it smells like sandals.
You can't not say it like that.
It smells really good. It's like a balm and an oil and the shampoo. I haven't used the shampoo yet because I keep forgetting when I'm in the shower.
Specifically beard shampoo.
Yeah, right. So
shampoo for your little face.
And I trimmed up my beard the other day. I actually ran it by my sister because she was over at we had a first birthday party for my little niece, and I asked my sister, "I have a look. How did I do?" And she said, "Look left, look right, look left. Okay, look right again." And she did like 4 times, and she's like, "Pretty good. A little high on this side." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take it." Because I think I don't know if my eyes are positioned weird on my head, but I cannot like look in the mirror sideways and see my beard.
It's just kind of hard to do. Your eyes are positioned weird on your head.
I might have just narrow eyes.
No, they're just positioned looking straight ahead.
Well, other people shave their beards and they can see the sides of their head. I can't see the sides of my head.
My God.
I'm like that fish that has both eyes on one side. I like can't figure it out.
I'm gonna get you like an angled mirror so you can.
Yeah, I need like a thing that's like a 4-panel surround mirror so I can see my beard while I'm trimming it.
Okay.
I don't really need that.
We'll work on
I'll
this.
take that off the list.
What would you like for your birthday though? Let's do this on air.
Oh, God, it's almost birthday time.
It is almost birthday time.
Passing up 33, the age that Jesus died.
So you're gonna be better than Jesus after all.
I'm going to break his record of
Proud
being
of you.
alive.
Yes. Because that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Was how long he lived.
Making it to 34.
Nothing after that matters.
I shouldn't speak so soon. There's still like 2 whole weeks for me to die. So I shouldn't.
With any luck.
I don't want to jump the gun.
Okay, so we got off the topic of the New Year's, but I wasn't quite done yet because we talked about what you got.
Right.
I didn't get to talk about what I got.
Sure.
I got this sweater that I've been wearing for 3 whole days because I'm a scuzz bucket.
It's a very, very nice sweater.
It is nice. It's Trish made it for me. It's like a light color, like a white, but it has like light pink and blue
Tie-dye.
tie-dye. And it's really cool. And it says Melski's Auto Repair,
Yeah.
which for like-minded nerds is the neighbors of Joe Pera in his TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Which
The
is
Melskis.
Joe Pera. Is it talks to you?
Yeah, talks with you.
Yeah.
With you. Somehow that
With
with
you.
feels important.
Yeah.
Because it does
Well,
feel
to
like a
you.
little conversation with your weird friend.
Yeah. So she made me that, and it's the Melski's part is red and shiny,
Yeah, it's really nice.
and I like it.
I have this gut feeling that should be washed inside out.
Yes, and I feel like I'm gonna look up how to best wash it, but I'm probably not gonna dry it.
Yeah.
I'll hang dry it.
Might even be a good like hand wash.
Yeah.
We got to get one of those washboards with that you
Like
go
an old-timey.
with. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think the odds are of either of us actually doing that?
Unlikely.
Yeah, that's
Deeply
what I thought.
unlikely.
That's what I thought too.
Uh-huh.
I've also been playing a lot of Beat Saber on our Oculus Quest.
Yeah.
That's been fun. I can now play on hard and some expert level songs. I'm not super good at it yet.
Just watching videos of that stresses me out as like a former DDR kid. Like I just cannot. It stresses me out how fast it gets.
The thing is, you get used to it quicker than you think you do. Because I remember I haven't been playing for very long, and I started on normal level and was really difficult. And then I started playing the campaign mode, and they kind of ramp you up in difficulty.
Yeah, most
And
of those games do.
like, what I ended up having to do is, like, when it got to a point where I wasn't quite there yet, I would go into just, like, solo mode and practice. And then I got up to, like, hard quicker than I thought I would.
That's what he said.
Come
Come
and
on.
now moving on to expert.
Come on, that's a good one.
It's pretty good. So I'm getting there. It's fun to play though, and it's actually decent exercise.
I really want to do the thing. I kind of want to get that game for PC so that it's easier to mod, so that I can get all these like tracks that people write for it, and then tether it from the PC to the Quest. The Oculus Quest is sweet. We need to get our second one.
I want the second one.
We could be playing competitive Beat Saber with each other.
Yeah, you have to play in the first place.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't.
That's my
really
goal for
totally
today.
want to.
That's my goal for today. Get you to play Beat Saber.
I don't totally want to, and I don't know why.
I think you'll like it if you just do it. You have like a mental block.
I think I love the demo. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But I think a big part of it is like how stressful. Again, it's a DDR thing of like I was really into a rhythm game that like I spent way too much time being very competitive with myself about. So I want it to be fun, and I'm afraid it won't remain fun.
The thing is, even like I get frustrated occasionally when there's like something I'm trying, like a goal I'm trying to get for the campaign mode, and I just can't fucking do it.
We're gonna look so weird though, standing in the same room with like. I mean, no one else is gonna see us, but just both of us wearing VR headsets, like that scene in
just like windmilling.
like what was it? What was that Schwarzenegger
Tron?
movie?
Oh,
What?
I said Tron.
No, it was the Schwarzenegger movie where he has like VR sex with that woman.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what what's the one where you get your ass to Mars? What's the one? Total Recall.
Okay.
There's like a thing where like in the future, like no one fucks anymore because of getting like diseases on their dingle dangs, so they just do VR sex with each other.
Do you know there's like ways to prevent that, right?
Not in the future.
There's no condoms in the future?
No. There's no such thing.
A whole generation of men were like, no, condoms they don't do what they're supposed to do. And then people just started believing it.
We
dudes just didn't have to wear condoms.
The
But
thing
instead, you just couldn't have actual sex because some selfish dudes didn't want to put a condom on.
But like in the future where the boys just want to fuck in the video games, that seems real to me. That's just gonna happen.
I mean, you can do that. That's fine, but don't make it so the rest of the world can't have sex.
Yeah, I don't think it's like no one can. I think it's just like, oh, the savvy people of the future have figured out to just interface with their brains.
I'm gonna tell everyone a secret. Virtual sex is not gonna be as good. It's not gonna be as good.
You know, let's have a serious conversation about this, because I think if you can interface directly with your brain, every experience can be just as real as in the flesh. Like everything.
But what are you putting your dick in?
You're not. You're putting your mental facsimile of your dick into something that doesn't exist. You're the somatic sort of like
Nope.
mapping of where your dick should be.
Nah, take your somatic shit, throw it out the window.
Throw your somatic dick out.
You got all
No,
those
that
nerves
doesn't
in
make
your
sense.
dick for a reason, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I could see in the future people are like, we don't do some of these things anymore in real life because they were too dangerous. We just do them with our brains.
No.
You don't think that's gonna happen?
No, I do not.
All kinds like okay, here, let's take a different example than like skydiving.
Okay, yeah, fine, but that's a lot different. That's totally different.
I don't think they're that different.
It's totally different. One is like something we are biologically made to do and have impulses for, and the other is a thrill-seeking activity that not everyone wants to do in the first place, and not everyone wants to have sex either. But like, one of these is biologically wired, and one of these is a thrill-seeking activity.
I don't think those are that different. I don't.
It's not the same.
We've arrived at an impasse.
Yes. I think to get through this weird argument we've gotten into, we should play a game.
Okay.
Bury the hatchet, you know.
Bury the hatchet.
With a
Is that a
competitive
euphemism?
little game. No, well, it wasn't meant to be, but you could take it as one if you'd like.
Okay, well.
If you're calling your dick a hatchet now.
You know what? I
is
take
my
it back.
dick,
No, nope. not
The
gonna do that.
hatchet.
That's like really awful, isn't it?
I don't want that.
I don't want my genitals to be a sharpened blade of any kind.
I second that.
Cool.
So we gonna play this game or what?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I thought we'd play a little game called Trues and Fnews.
Sounds intriguing. Did I stop recording? Nope, I'm still recording. All right, great. It's like reaching across the room to hit a button. We've been doing this now for like 3 years.
And we haven't gotten better.
I still don't have a system that's better than like reaching all the way across to the desk to tap buttons with my pointer finger.
Baby,
Huh.
we should have brought the grabby hand.
You cannot manipulate a keyboard with the grabby hands.
You can't.
Okay, fair. It's a skill thing. I don't think it can be done easily.
Just saying, I got a grabby hand for Christmas from my mom.
Yep.
Because I was complaining about how I can't reach anything.
Hilariously, I was also going to buy you a grabby hand.
Yes.
Everyone knows that short people problems are real.
Yes. Especially when you live with a tall person and they put things very high.
I'm not that tall.
You're taller than me and you
Sure.
don't understand my plight. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. Because if what you're talking about is things in the cabinets, I didn't put the cabinets there.
No, but you place things that I use fairly regularly in places that are difficult for me to reach.
Okay, what's the number one so I can stop doing that? What's the number one thing that you can't reach for? That
Well,
needs
the
to go on
recent
a
one
lower
was
shelf?
syrup. But I used my grabby hand and it was fine.
Okay. You really did? You used the grabby hand to get the syrup?
Yeah, I told you that.
I wasn't 100% sure it was real.
I used it multiple times.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. I love my grabby hand. It's very useful. And I spent the rest of Christmas night after receiving it messing with Dave with it. And it was my favorite gift.
Scritching my head, grabbing my beard.
Tweaking things.
It's uncomfortable.
Grabbing the dog's tail.
Yeah. The gag was that I was going to wake up and you were going to be like pinching at me with the grabby hands.
Don't put it past me yet.
I'm still not sure it hasn't happened. I'm a heavy sleeper.
It hasn't happened
I'm
yet.
sorry. I got to blow my nose.
It hasn't happened yet, but I'm not saying that it won't.
I
We were going to play a game.
Yeah. Let's play a game. Tell me about Trues and Fnews, this brand new thing I've never heard of.
All right. I'm surprised you've never heard of it because Trues and Fnews is a game of fun little game sweeping the nation, an internet game in which I will tell you 3 news headlines, 2 will be false, the Fnews, 1 is true, the Trues, and you gotta tell me which is which. I almost called the Trues the Fnews.
So it's Fnews and Fnews now. I see. There's just no winning.
There's no winning.
You can't. There
All
is no
of them
trues.
are fake.
April Fools, maybe. We'll see.
Fnews and Fnews is a good April
Fnews
Fool's
and Fnews.
game.
Everybody loses.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Number 1. Communist Cookie Monster mural mystery sparks ire in Illinois.
Okay.
Number 2. Quaint New Hampshire community boycotts local nut stand for spicy signage that declares you should put our nuts in your mouth.
That might be real.
Number 3. Estranged father attempts to pull off a Mrs. Doubtfire, violating restraining order and landing himself in jail.
Whoa. If that's real, that's like insane. Okay.
You ready for the recap?
Yeah, let's hear him again.
Number 1. Communist Cookie Monster mural mystery sparks ire in Illinois. Number 2. Quaint New Hampshire community boycotts local nut stand for spicy signage that declares you should put our nuts in your mouth. Number 3. Estranged father attempts to pull off a Mrs. Doubtfire, violating restraining order and landing himself in jail.
See, that's the thing is, that's what would happen. That's what would happen. Like, Mrs. Doubtfire is all cute and all, and it's like, oh, he just really loves his kids. But it's like, no, he's actually a fucking psychopath who lies to everyone in his life.
Well, you've seen the trailer of Mrs. Doubtfire made into a horror movie.
No, but it makes more
You've
sense
never
that way.
seen that?
No.
They just put like creepy music behind it, and it's really fucking good.
Isn't it amazing how you could, if you just change the music behind something, it totally...
The score matters.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most important tools in filmmaking because it just...
I'm going to show you that video later. It's really funny.
I'm sure that there's a hello with a like...
I can't remember,
Yeah.
but we will find out.
No, but that guy's actually like a huge asshole and like almost kills her new boyfriend, the mom's new boyfriend, who is
Yes.
Pierce Brosnan, because he's allergic to cayenne pepper.
He earned that divorce.
Oh, yeah.
He earned it.
What happens at the end? Do you remember? Do they like get back together? Or does he just like be like, nah, I'm going to be a normal dad now?
I think she allows him to see the kids. I don't think they get back together.
That's crazy.
But she like relents a little bit.
Just imagine being like, you know what?
And he gets like a TV show.
Oh, he gets it. Oh, that's right, because he was like either a puppeteer or an actor or something like that, and he was just like down on his luck kind of thing.
Yeah. But basically, the reason they were getting a divorce is because he was like unemployed and acting like another child that she was having to raise and would undermine her every step of the way.
Like a horrible dad.
Right. Well, like he
Not
was a
supportive.
fun dad, but he wasn't a good co-parent.
Sure. Yeah, right.
He was not a partner.
Being a good
He
dad
was-
is
he was
not
a
just
fourth
about being
child.
fun. It's about raising your kids. Like
Yes.
and like
And not being a hindrance to the person trying to do the raising with you.
yeah. No, that's like
Like
too
people,
real. Yeah.
your partner should not have to also be mothering you.
Mhm.
That's like the most exhausting thing in the world.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Anyway. Any ideas?
Now that we've completely shit all over the real life premise of Mrs. Doubtfire,
I mean, I love that movie, and I watched
yeah.
it a lot as a kid. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's not realistic.
I'm shitting on the premise, not
Yeah.
the movie.
Yes.
They execute on the premise perfectly.
Yes. And only Robin Williams can make that annoying of a character likable.
Yeah. Robin Williams' likability factor.
Yeah, it matters.
I have a guess. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. I feel like Communist Cookie Monster is a real thing, and someone would think that that's like kind of like interesting and artsy, and other people would be like, no, this Antifa has taken over my town. So I'm going with Communist Cookie Monster, and I can see by your face I'm wrong.
You're actually right.
Oh, whoa.
You're just real bad at reading my face.
I guess so.
But you're not quite right about the details of why it's caused ire, but you are right. So what actually happened is that an artist named Joshua Hawkins was commissioned by a building owner who, by the name of Nate, to make this mural. And it's like the communist style posters. And there's like a take
like
on
stars and like
there's like
red
a take on a Lenin quote, and it has Cookie Monster on it. It's really funny.
the block lettering like from Tetris, all that shit.
And it's in like acrylic or whatever.
Yeah.
So he does the mural. It looks great. And then he gets an angry call from the building owner saying, "What the fuck did you paint on my building?" And he's like, "I painted what you paid me." This guy already has the money, by the way. He's been paid. He communicated with the building owner. I don't know if he met him in person. He was introduced to him. The guy said he was Nate. He was given the money. It was a big commission, apparently, and he painted the mural. And then the building owner comes back to him and says, "I did not pay you to put a mural on my building." And he was like,
at all?
He was like, "I have the money. That's why I did the mural." Apparently, the person who paid him for the mural, we will call him Fake Nate, and is not the owner of the building.
That's
but
awesome.
He did pay him very real money for it. So the owner of the building is like, no. So they painted over it, painted that section white, and they're going to put a different approved of mural that they haven't decided what it will be in that spot next spring. But the best part of this is the fact that, so the artist says he didn't put any coating on top of the mural. Like, he didn't do anything to it aside from paint it. They hadn't done anything to it.
They can't keep it covered?
No. So they painted white over it, and then there was like a big storm and it rained and it washed all the white away, but the mural was in place. And so it seems that either Fake Nate, the fake building owner, or someone else hired by the fake building owner put an anti-graffiti coating on top of the mural. And it keeps paint from adhering properly. So what you would be able to do to remove that would be like high pressure wash to get the coat off. Unfortunately, the type of material the wall is made out of, parts of it are too thin to withstand that.
So you'd blow away the wall.
So they're not going to be able to do that. So they're going to have to low pressure, like scoriate it and remove it, and then remove the mural and then like paint on top of it.
That's amazing.
This is like a whole process. So I don't know what person just had a bunch of money and like hates that building owner. No, it's still a mystery. No one knows who Fake Nate is, but I think it's fucking hilarious.
It might not even be personal against the building owner. It might just be like, I wanted this up and this is a wall and I thought I could convince someone to do it there.
But also to have the forethought to be like, also you're not covering it easily.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they didn't know necessarily that like that wall's not going to be able to be pressure washed, but
you know, you couldn't do this during any other time. Right now, like no one's downtown looking at their building.
And this took place in Peoria, Illinois, by the way.
Okay. I'm sitting here thinking of like, what would Communist Cookie Monster say? And I keep thinking of things like seize the means of cookie production.
What it actually said was something like, world life cookies or something like that. It was a take on a Lenin quote, and I can't remember exactly. Okay. But let me show you the picture of the mural because
I bet it looks great.
It's a good mural, and the artist Joshua Hawkins he's good.
That makes it all the better that they are having a hard time getting rid of it.
So it's like
That
a
looks great.
it's like a yellow and red background. It's like rays of red and then like thicker rays of yellow,
Yeah.
all originating from behind Cookie Monster, like a large Cookie Monster who's holding a cookie that has like rays shooting out of it. And there's like
His eyes are predictably all, going different
askew.
directions.
Yeah. There's like a skyline behind him, and then there's writing, like Russian
Like Cyrillic script
Cyrillic
of some
script.
kind.
And I need to find out what it says. Because I forget what it
love
said.
it. Just in Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah,
which I don't know
but
much
this is
about.
after they painted over it.
Yeah.
And then there's an update after this one. This is from the artist's Facebook. There's an update after that one in which the mural was back because the rain washed the white paint away.
I love it. I really love that a lot. Whoever masterminded this did a great job. They were probably the one that applied a coating to the surface of the thing, right?
Either them or they
Or the
got
artist is
someone
lying.
to do it. Artist could be lying.
Yeah. Artists could be entirely responsible for the whole thing, which would be great.
I mean, the thing is, I believe him that he got paid for it. It's like that he hired a crew to help him do it because
Yeah.
he had extra money because he got paid so much. Like, you don't just shell out that much money for that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I can't remember where I saw what the script said, but it was somewhat based on a Lenin quote.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
okay.
New York Times even wrote an article about it.
I don't
Really
know
funny.
anything about Peoria, Illinois, but I imagine it's like a mid-sized town.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. I can't believe I got that one. But it did
Proud of
feel
you.
very real.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the kind of thing that would like really freak someone out. Or like the right kind of person.
Right.
Just
well,
like,
people
what is
are
going
all,
on?
Yeah, communism in this country is like a
It's like a
whole
boogeyman
thing, right? Yeah.
It just immediately freaks out people of a certain stripe.
And then especially right now, because it's like
yeah.
anytime you want any kind of social reform, it's
Yeah.
socialist, communist.
Communism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
My freedom.
yes. Something
Uh,
like that.
Fantastic. That was a good one.
I can't believe you didn't think it was the spicy signage that said you should put our nuts in your mouth.
The thing is, I do believe. Well, the thing is, I bet that's everywhere, but I didn't think it would make a news story. That's the only reason I didn't guess it. Is I'm like, I don't think this would make the news, but like, there's plenty of people pissed off at salacious nut marketing.
Salacious
marketing.
nut marketing.
That's an interesting phrase.
It's a real problem. It's a pandemic of its own.
New band name, Salacious Nut Marketing.
I like it.
All right. Well, why don't we take a break? This is gonna be a very short goose chase.
It's all right.
We're just like getting back in the swing of it. It's not a long episode.
We
But I
can
thought it
fill
was-
in the extra time by playing like the mouth horn.
We are not gonna do that.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Fit, fit.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute with
Yeah.
the main topic for the episode. Stick around. We're back.
And we're back.
We are back with a very mini, little, teeny, eensy weensy episode.
Itsy bitsy.
I will also explain a little bit why.
It's so itsy bitsy. Why?
So the reason is I had a bigger episode planned, and then I just was overwhelmed by it, and it made me feel really stupid. It was just like, so what it is whenever you're talking about like philosophy, or like some of these like really niche disciplines where like the terminology is all weird and like you don't even have like the fundamentals to understand how to talk about
It's hard to
it.
get a starting point because you feel like you have to learn a whole new language and background and culture before you can.
Yeah.
That's how I felt doing the David Icke episode.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because they, like, redefine every aspect of language to where you, like...
I started by trying to watch a YouTube video of his just to, like, to get an idea of what he was all about. And...
Like, within minutes, it's just like...
in less than a minute, I was like, I don't understand, like, what he's talking about. And it does make you feel stupid because, like, you feel like something's over your head. But what it actually is, in that case, I don't know about the topic you were looking into. In that case, it's just like utter gibberish that no one understands. Yeah. And it's meant to overwhelm you so you think they know something you don't know, but that wasn't the case.
There may be some of that with the topic I was going to do. I think I'm going to eventually do it for another episode.
Okay.
I am going to, like, tuck it away for later because I feel like it's worth talking about. And I will mention it was based on that odd little book that we got from Kirsten. It's called The Alchemical Wedding of Christian Rosenkreutz, which is this strange little pamphlet with, like, no attributed authorship. I found out later it was edited in 1616.
Oh my God.
And it has survived throughout the ages, and it's tied to Rosicrucianism, which we talked about in the past.
Yes.
But it's not that. It's more about the publishing house that published it, which got me looking down another, trail and gave me something I wanted to talk about. But that was just kind of the start for that one. But it was too complicated, and I just felt very dumb trying to sort through the language of it. So instead...
take your time with it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. If I'm going to do it, I want to do justice to it, and I didn't think I could, like, even... Because I was just, like, skipping over all this information, being like, I don't get that, like, instinctively, like, not reading it because it was overwhelming. And I'm like, that's not a good way to approach this show. So instead, I thought I would talk about, because it is 2021, it's the beginning of a new year, and in a new year, a whole bunch of things happen, right? So people have resolutions and people have things they want to do. And one of the things people want for themselves is good luck in the new year. So I thought, considering the extremely unlucky last year that everyone had, and with the eye forward on hoping to have a good year, I would lay out a counterexample of someone with incredibly, horribly bad luck to talk about at the beginning of 2021. Because as bad as your 2020 was, I don't know if anyone's... I don't know if it can be as bad for anyone as it was for this guy, his life story of poor luck.
Okay.
In one specific way, which
I'm
I'll
intrigued.
Explain. Yeah, so to start with, I have never believed in luck. I really don't. I don't think it's like a thing that can be quantified or added to.
I think a lot of people who say they're unlucky, it's just another excuse.
Well,
for like sometimes bad things. The thing is, if you are an atheist like we are, you accept a certain amount of, like, randomness that just is. And so there's not this drive to, like, attribute things to a being or, like,
a force,
a thing,
like
a force.
Yeah, like luck is,
it's
I
not
think of
fate. It's not luck. It's just like bad things happen to people and good things happen to people, and there's not necessarily a rhyme or reason to it. But also, like, sometimes things happen as a result of your actions, and some people use bad luck as an excuse.
Yeah, and I would say that luck is like a way of trying to describe what can feel like patterns that arise out, or like the patterns you can find in other events,
Yeah.
If those events are a series of unpleasant ones, then you can kind of ascribe them to something like bad luck. It's like it's
if
part
you're
of our
looking,
pattern
you
recognition.
can find a connection or a pattern.
And same for good luck, right?
Yeah.
So
I was wearing this stinky jersey every time that this team played.
Right, things like that. It's part of our...
They lost 23 times, but on the 4 times that they won, I was wearing that stinky jersey.
There's a great episode of It's Always Sunny about the year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And everyone having to do their crazy things.
Yeah.
It's a 2-parter, and the it also features Charlie doing a Home Alone. Because he gets left at the bar by accident when everyone else goes to the game. And so he Home Alone's the bar.
That's right. I think I remember that episode.
But anyway, yeah, so while I don't subscribe to luck as an idea, like as a force that like, you know, has any influence on things that happen to us, I think this guy's story goes like well into the like improbably unfortunate territory.
Yeah, right. I'm hunkering down. I'm getting really nice and cozy over here.
Yeah, you're like slid all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
This, you've probably heard about this, but you might not know all the details. This is the story of the Guinness record holder for most recorded lightning strikes on a human body. It's 7. He was struck by lightning in his lifetime 7 times and survived all of them. Actually 8, but he doesn't count the 8th one, which I'll talk about later.
Because he didn't survive that one.
No. No, yeah, it just happened when it was like he couldn't verify it with anyone else. The man with the record for surviving lightning strikes is a guy named Roy Sullivan. He was born in Greene County, Virginia, and he served as a park ranger in the Shenandoah National Forest starting in 1936.
Well, there's your first problem.
What?
Spending lots of time around trees.
So, yeah, right there, and I guess I'll just get it out of the way early. There's plenty of reason to think that maybe he was at a higher likelihood of being struck by lightning than the average person.
Although it's still weird. There are plenty of people who are forest rangers that don't get struck by lightning 7 times.
Exactly.
Lifetime.
So you could start off with the idea that, like, well, sure, he's outside a lot, but this shit doesn't happen to other people. It didn't even happen to other people that worked with him, which makes it so baffling. And there's evidence, by the way, that this happened. There's like, you know, he would show up being like, got hit again, and there's like a fucking black burn through his hat.
Oh my god!
I'll talk about it more, but you would be skeptical, but like he kept filing reports with his supervisor, being like, I shouldn't laugh. I'll get this out of the way.
No, it seems. I'm sure it's terrible, but it's funny because it's so like unlikely and it's comical in that like way of like, oh my god, this poor guy. Like
I'll provide a little context up front because I feel like I have to in order to like explain, because the thing is I don't think he had a happy life, and he died of suicide.
Oh.
Which is sad. And like I don't want this episode to feel like, because there is some stuff that's genuinely funny and how improbable and bad it is.
Right.
But I don't want it to come across as disrespectful to Roy Sullivan.
No, it's that kind of thing of like, it's so bizarre that it keeps happening, and that's why it's funny. It's not like laughing at him. It's awful that it happened to him so many times.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, that shouldn't happen.
It's just cosmically bad fortune. And on some level, that's irresistibly funny. Maybe just to a certain kind of person. Maybe that's just...
Is there any, like, biological reason? Have they discussed any, like, biological reason why he might be more likely to be struck by lightning?
It is not known. And I'll get into that, too, a little bit. Just a bit, towards the end. But no one knows why this happened to him. He didn't know why it happened to him. And it happened so many times that it like really it defied logic.
It also probably really fucked him up physically. I mean, that's not easy on your body.
It seems like for the most part he didn't, like he would get injured, but it didn't debilitate him as far as I can tell.
But what would that do to your brain?
That's a legitimate question, and something that occurred to me is like he died, like I said, of suicide, of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Mm. And I do wonder if there was any neurological consequence to it. But I don't want to... I really, really want to be careful not to speculate.
Right. We can't know. But I mean, So my thing is, obviously electroshock therapy is a thing that you can do, and we know the electrical impulses can affect the brain. In the
Yeah.
case of electroshock therapy, it's very specifically done.
Yeah, it's targeted.
If like electricity courses through your whole body,
Mm-hmm.
there's no saying what it would or wouldn't do,
Yeah.
especially if it happens multiple times. Like, you can't know what the effect of that
Yeah.
would be.
Not to mention that like lightning is like 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit or something. I read it's like hotter than the surface of the sun. Maybe like it's crazy hot. So there's like real physical damage that happens when someone is struck by lightning.
Yeah.
But it's brief, so it's kind of like it's intense, but it's brief. So there's I don't know. It's hard to know what happens when you're struck once, let alone 7 times.
Yeah.
So there's a picture of him on his Wikipedia article. There's several pictures of him online. The Wikipedia described him as a brawny man with a broad, rugged face who resembled the actor Gene Hackman, and I think that's true. He looks a lot like Gene Hackman. I also like in one picture where he's like kind of looking down a little bit. He looks a lot like LBJ. I don't know. He's got like that kind of
look him up.
Yeah, sure. Roy Sullivan. You'll find him real quickly, but don't read too deep because
I'm not gonna read. I just want to see a picture. I'm literally gonna click on images.
I apologize for being sniffly. I have had like a itchy sinus that makes me sneeze for like 4 months, and I don't know why. It's just bugging me.
I see a little bit of Gene Hackman.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in the pictures where he's looking straight on at the camera. He looks like Gene Hackman. But also,
and
LBJ.
I saw one picture of the result of being struck by lightning.
I think that's someone else. I'm not sure. Don't look too much into it.
I'm not. But it's a picture of someone having been struck by lightning, whether it's him or not. It is very intense.
So, like I said, he has the Guinness World Record because they're all documented by his superintendent. That's like how they're able to assign him the record is because of any other people who were struck a lot.
He keeps telling his work that he was struck by lightning.
It's like filed on paper, and there's like evidence of it, like trees that are ripped up near where he was and stuff. Like I said, he has a record for 7. The first time he got struck by lightning, he was a child. He was helping his father like thresh wheat in the field, and he had a scythe in his hand, and lightning struck the scythe, but didn't injure him, didn't hurt him.
It just went through.
Yeah. So he doesn't count that one. And he couldn't prove it even if he wanted to, So, but basically 8 times. I am going to detail to you, and part of the reason this is a short episode is there's not that much about this guy. There's a lot about like the events that happened to him, these specific things, right? Mm-hmm. There's not that much about him outside of that because he's just an ordinary dude.
He's just a dude.
Yeah. But I'm going to detail for you each of the 7 lightning strikes.
For a stranger dude.
First one happens when he's on the job in April of 1942. He's hiding from a thunderstorm in like a fire watchtower. You know what I mean? One of those like where they look out for forest fires. But it was newly built and it didn't have a lightning rod. So it didn't have like they would normally build a conductive lightning rod, you know? It was struck by lightning around him like 7 or 8 times. And inside the tower, there's just fire all over the place.
Oh, no.
So he naturally, I think, panics and runs out of the burning tower and just gets a few feet away, and he receives what he considers his worst lightning strike ever, which is it burned a 1/2-inch strip all along his right leg.
Oh.
It hit his toe, and it left a hole in his shoe. I didn't, I guess, realize that like lightning could do something like that, but it blew a hole through his shoe on the way out.
Oh my goodness.
So pretty intense. That's strike number 1. Again, that's 1942. Second one doesn't happen until 1969, so 27 years later.
Okay.
So it's like kind of enough time for you to be like, whoa, that one time I got struck by lightning.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, that is already a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence where, like, most people don't know someone who's been struck by lightning.
Right.
It's good. It's good cocktail party fodder.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Oh, my friend Roy, yeah, you know him. He was struck by lightning.
Yeah, and when 27 years goes by, you never expect it to happen again. But by 27 years, you're like, that'll never happen again.
Right.
He gets hit July 1969. He was inside his truck. This is unusual because typically a truck acts like a Faraday cage where it will insulate someone inside from the electric shock.
Right.
It'll,
because it's
hit
grounded.
Yeah, right. It'll hit the top. It'll go through. It'll go around the outside of the vehicle. It won't go through the middle of the vehicle.
Yeah.
But that's the reason it happened and it's unusual is because the lightning hit a nearby tree, and then because his window was down, because he was listening for sounds outside, it went into the vehicle from the outside. It knocked him unconscious, and he idled up to the edge of a cliff.
Oh no!
He woke up idled up to the edge of a cliff in his truck. Yeah, right.
That's horrifying.
Pretty bad. It burned off his eyebrows and eyelashes too.
Oh.
So he had that weird look of someone with no eyebrows.
Did they grow back?
Yes. Yes. He and I'll tell you how I know that. It's because they catch fire again.
Oh my God.
I shouldn't laugh.
This poor guy.
It's I really want to stress, I feel very bad for Roy Sullivan, but it's also just cosmically horrible luck.
Right. It's the thing of, again, something so bizarre that you have to laugh at it because it's
it's absurd.
So unlikely for it to happen and awful that it happened.
Yeah. So that was July 1969. 1 year later, he's in his front yard. I think he said he was doing some gardening or something.
It's so weird that it's not even localized, too. It's
Right,
not like he's always in the forest or he's always near that particular place.
Yep, those two happened on the job and presumably at slightly different places at least.
Because one he was driving and the other he was in
the tower.
A tower,
Yeah.
so different enough locations.
Now he's at home. He lives, by the way, in a place called Dooms, Virginia.
I had to move from there.
Yeah, right. It seems ominous. He's in his front yard. Lightning hits a nearby power transformer, and then it arcs to his left shoulder, searing it.
Oh.
So he's got a severe burn on his left shoulder. He reports this also to his supervisor, which I think is interesting because it happens at home. But I guess once you've already been struck twice and the person you told about it was your boss, you're like, hey, it happened again. Let's get it
And
on.
also, you might not be able to go into work if you have a severe burn on your shoulder or something.
Yeah, it's relevant.
Or it might impair your work.
It's relevant to your life, and you probably need to tell your boss.
Yeah.
That,
And who knows if they're close or if they're friends. If he's oh, hey, by the way, struck by lightning again. It just might be something you share with people you're close enough to.
I also I read somewhere something to the effect of this guy, his supervisor, did not necessarily serve as the active supervisor for the entirety of all of these events, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he was semi-retired or working somewhere else, but he kept reporting them to this guy.
He might have just been someone he was fairly close to, and he was like, hey, you know about the other one, so I need to tell you that this happened again.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So then here's lightning strike number 4. That was the last one was July 1970. Now it's spring 72, 2 years later. He's working inside a ranger station. He's indoors. And he's struck again in the building. It set his hair on fire. So he tried to smother the flames with his jacket and he couldn't. And so he ran to the bathroom and he couldn't fit his head under the tap.
Oh.
So he soaked a towel and put his flaming head out with a wet towel.
That's incredibly quick thinking.
Well, I guess when your head's on fire,
I know, but you would be in a state of panic to be able to think to do anything to actually put it out is still impressive.
It's also not the guy's first rodeo on some level, so he's oh God, this again.
I guess he has a little more experience than most, but still.
He thought to notice his hair was on fire, so that says something. It said here in the entry, although he was never a fearful man, after the 4th strike, he began to believe some force was trying to destroy him and acquired a fear of death.
Oh,
which is sad and totally understandable.
Totally normal.
Yeah, right.
Something that doesn't happen that often and happens to you so many times. Totally normal.
I mean, 4 alone is I'll tell you the odds later. It's insane. So
I just really believe there has to be a physical reason why it would happen to him. Whether or not we know it,
yeah.
there's got to be a physical reason why he's more likely to have it happen
It
than
seems
someone
like it
else.
has to be the case. It seems like there has because like
So our bodies have an electrical charge.
sure. Yeah, exactly. We
And
have a field.
everyone's is like, generally the same, but slightly different. And you can have all kinds of different things that affect it. Like,
Yeah.
you can wear down metals and stuff with your sweat. And
Yeah.
so there's all kinds of things biologically going on with you that don't really affect your day to day, but you could have like a weird imbalance that might make you more likely to be struck by lightning, I guess. I don't really know, but I feel like there has to be something.
Well,
it's just too bizarre.
Anecdotally, I think people that are struck by lightning once are more likely to be struck more than once, but I don't know that that's totally true, actually. I should have looked that up.
I thought it was still very unlikely to be struck again.
Oh, it's unlikely to be struck at all. But I think once you've been struck once, the odds go up. And that might have, again, something to do with the fact that if you're the kind of person who is in a place to be struck by lightning, maybe it's likely to happen to you more than once. Maybe. I don't know. And I should have looked that up while I was researching this, but maybe that's something for another time. So for months after this one, the one where he got struck indoors, he would, if there was a storm while he was out driving, he would like pull over and lay down on the front seat and just like hope not to get hit by lightning.
Mm-hmm.
He started to believe he would attract it even if he was in a crowd of people, like it would go to him. Like he was just sure of it. And he started carrying a can of water with him in case he got set on fire again. So like this is on his mind a lot.
And the thing is, that's like totally reasonable. Those are all reasonable ways to behave when that has happened to you multiple times.
Exactly.
Like from the outside, there might be some people who are like, oh, he worries too much. If you've caught on fire because you've been struck by lightning 4 times, like, I would keep a can of water handy too. Like, I would also be terrified of being struck by lightning again.
And again, to stress this, he will be struck 3 more times by lightning before he dies. Unbelievable. So here's number 5. That last one, like I said, was in spring 72. This is now August of 73. So this is like a yearly occurrence now for this guy. He's out on patrol in the park. He sees a storm cloud forming out in the park.
Mm-hmm.
So he drives away from it. Like he's running away from a cloud, which is such a crazy fear for anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
When he thought he had finally outrun the cloud, he decided it was safe to leave the truck. Right after that, he gets struck by a lightning bolt. He said he actually saw the bolt that hit him, like he saw it come down, because he was obviously like looking for it. It moved down his left arm and left leg and knocked his shoe off of his foot, then crossed over to his right leg just below the knee. But it didn't knock him unconscious. He was still conscious, so he crawled to his truck and poured the can of water that he had handy over his head, which was on fire. So good thinking to have the water.
Good thing he had it.
Yeah. But like nuts that he actually used it. Like that
he needed it.
Yeah, right, exactly. That he needed to have and was able to use the can of water. Who else has a can of water that they keep on them in case they catch fire? What a bizarre existence.
Yeah. Also, 10% of lightning strikes are fatal, by the way. And this guy was struck 7 times.
8 technically, and
8.
and lived. None of these are the thing that killed him, which is astonishing. So this is one of the things about really unlucky people and unlucky stories. And I've seen this, like, I was looking up something else. I was looking up a guy who actually is referred to as the unluckiest man in the world. He's this Croatian guy who like has survived all these crazy disasters, and they actually kind of dispute his accounts because there's not evidence that some of the things he said happened to him actually happened.
Right.
But he said of himself, I'm either the unluckiest man who ever lived, or I'm the luckiest man that ever lived. And you could look at this story that way. Like, this dude was improbably struck by lightning, to a statistically nearly impossible number of times. But he also survived all of them.
Yeah.
how do you square? That's the thing about luck and things like this that are like
Right.
not.
Are you lucky because you survived something that kills people a fairly high percentage of the time, or are you unlucky because it keeps happening?
Right. You can look at it both ways.
Also, I did some quick Googling. It seems
We're co-hosting.
Yes, you're not more likely to be struck by lightning if you're struck by lightning once. What makes it seem like it is if you're a person who is in more high risk situations.
Oh, okay, but that is what I was saying though, is that people who are struck by lightning are more likely to be struck again. It's just not that it's any likelier. It's that it's
they're more likely to be struck again if they're like someone who's always out in a storm, like that kind of thing. It's not because they were struck by lightning.
Right.
It's just if you continue to be in a situation where you're around lightning more, you're more likely to be struck by lightning.
Yeah, it's not that you have a higher attraction
you're just exposed
to lightning.
To it more.
Yeah, exactly. You had the same odds the whole time, except that you are rolling the dice more times.
And there are people that have been struck more than once. It's not like he's the only one, but still, it is odd.
Yeah, it just feels
on,
odd.
Though.
Number 6. This is now 3 years later. August 7th, 1973 was the last one. Now it's June 5th of 1976. He gets struck in such a way that it injures his ankle. So he actually did suffer like an injury here. It was reported that he saw a cloud that he thought was following him again, tried to run away, and was struck anyway, and his hair caught fire again. This dude's head has been on fire like 4 times. And finally, number 7.
Did he have water with him that time?
It didn't say. I don't know. I imagine he probably did. So, that's June 1976. The last one is the most epic. It might not be his worst strike by his record, but it's the most epic. June 25th, 1977. He's fishing in a freshwater pool. Outside, obviously. He's struck by lightning while fishing. The lightning hits the top of his head, sets his hair on fire, travels down, and burns his chest and stomach. Excuse me. He turned to his car, I presume to get his water bucket, right? Mm-hmm. When something else unexpected happens, a bear approaches the pond and tries to steal his trout.
Oh, no.
That he has on his fishing line. Stop and think about your 7th lightning strike and then a bear shows up.
It's really got to feel like divine intervention. It's like, oh, the lightning wasn't enough? What the fuck did I do to Mother Nature?
It's not even... It gets worse.
Oh, my God.
Well, it gets worse in a certain way, which is that the bear, again, it's trying to steal his trout. He had the strength and courage, miraculously. I guess when you survive lightning this many times, you think maybe, well, fuck it, you know. He strikes the bear with a tree branch, chases it off. He says this is the 22nd time he has hit a bear with a stick in his life.
Also, like, he is a ranger.
Sure.
Like, you're going to come in contact with bears. Like, he has experience with it, clearly. Yeah. He's had to do it that many times.
Someone on Reddit said something like, imagine like the fates like sending 7 lightning bolts and 22 bear assassins to try and take you out.
Bear assassins.
Like I get that, yeah, he's a park ranger. You're more likely to have to hit a bear. But I don't think that it's like necessarily that common that rangers get in a situation where they have to beat a bear with a branch.
Yeah.
They have precautions and they make lots of noise and they have bear spray and they do all these other preventative things so you don't have to hit a bear with a branch. This dude hit 22 bears. The last one after he just survived getting hit by lightning while it was trying to steal his fish.
You know what? There's some moments when you should just let the fish go. Let the bear have the fish. Put out the fire that's on your head. Have priorities.
I'm completely with his course of action because it's like, I might be immortal.
I think it's brave. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't think I would have prioritized the trout. But also, I don't know what I would prioritize when I've been hit by lightning 7 fucking times. So,
I have enough adrenaline just when I have to have an uncomfortable conversation with someone, let alone I've been hit by lightning, a bear is trying to eat my food, and I'm on fire. I assume he was on fire. He didn't say that. I assume it.
well, you said his hair caught fire again. So
Well, I said he went back to his truck. I'm assuming it's because
he was on fire. Again.
he was going...
Or was just wanting to get the fuck out of there.
Right. Okay, so that's the 7 strikes, right? Let's talk about how unlikely this is for it to happen to somebody. There are a lot of estimates of how likely you are to be struck by lightning by different people, and they're calculated different ways.
It's essentially, the vaguest one is like 1 in a million, right?
Roughly.
It's like the most general. Yeah, it's like not quite accurate, but
yeah. So like
approximately 1 in a million.
The Wikipedia article said that the odds of being struck by lightning in any given year, once in the year, is 1 in 700,000. But a National Geographic article I saw said otherwise. Or wait, no, I struck that one out. So they say the odds of being struck in your lifetime are 1 in 3,000, which seems very high to me. I have a hard time believing if you picked 3,000 people, one of them is going to get hit by lightning in their life, but whatever. The National Weather Service estimates that 1 in 1,222,000 is the odds of being struck in a year, or 1 in 15,300 in your lifetime. That seems more realistic to me, maybe. The CDC says it's 1 in 500,000 every year. So the estimates are like all over the place. And I don't even know how they really calculate this. I assume that they're based somewhat on like the number of times it actually happens. But even then, like do you include every person who didn't get struck by lightning? And then I don't know. It's weird. And those are just the US odds too, because it's different everywhere. I looked at a map that showed like how much lightning activity happens around the globe. Most of it happens in Africa. Most of it happens in like Central Africa. So these are we're talking about US odds, and the likelihood of being struck by lightning also varies differently in different places. For the reason I just said, like lightning activity is more or less in different places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The National Weather Service calculates that the odds of being struck by lightning over a period of 80 years for any person is 1 in 10,000. So that's less than the 15,000 I mentioned earlier. But, like I said, I have no idea how they arrive at these. But let's start with the odds of being hit by lightning in an 80-year span being 1 in 10,000, because it's kind of like the middle approach, and it's for a full 80 years. The odds of that happening 7 times in 80 years, just by the simple probability, is 1 in 10,000 to the 7th power, which is 1 in 10 to the 28th, which is like 1 followed by 28 zeros, which is a number that is incomprehensible. That's how unlikely it would be to get struck 7 times within an 80-year span. I mean,
yeah, that's this poor man.
It's astonishing. It should not have been able to happen. We've already talked about a lot of the stuff I wanted to round out with about, his job puts him outside a lot, so he's an unusual case. 16,296 people were injured in lightning strikes in the U.S., injured or killed between 1959 and the year 2000. So over 41 years, 16,000 people. And he got hit 7 times, which is, for the entire country. I mean, that's unusual, obviously. It seems likely to suspect that, him being outside a lot and being, in ranger stations remotely and in towers and things like that, or out on lonely roads, it seems likely to think that would increase the odds. But it does not account for how much this happened to him.
Like we said, there are plenty of other people who work outside a lot that doesn't happen to.
And I'll throw another wrinkle in here, which is it's unlikely enough for any one person to have this happen to them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
His wife also got struck by lightning.
Hmm.
So, like,
How many times? Just once?
one time she was hanging clothes in the backyard and she got struck by lightning.
Hmm.
So then you start to be like, is it the area or is it because he
Yeah.
put a mark on her somehow? You know, like, it definitely calls into question a little bit. You know, if you get hit by lightning
If
7
there's
times,
other factors that are making it more likely.
yeah, it's just odd. It kind of, I don't know what to do with that information, but it's a little wrinkle that makes you question why.
Yeah.
So we're just about done here. I want to say lastly on Roy, and I don't want to talk much about his death. There's people.
I was just wondering when he died. What year it was.
He died in 1983.
Okay.
So that was at that point, considering the strikes. I mean, like, he hadn't been struck by lightning in 6 years.
Okay.
But I mean, they were happening every year at that point, every year or other year. So, and then nothing for 6 years. But yeah, it seems like life got kind of sad because people legitimately that he worked with would not want to be around him.
Yeah.
You know,
they'd be afraid that they get struck by lightning because they were around him.
Yeah, they would legitimately avoid him. The superintendent from 1972 to 1986, which is a different guy, that not the guy he reported to, said a long-standing rule in the park was that if you see a dark cloud heading your way, get away from Roy Sullivan.
Oh.
It made him sad. Like,
yeah, it would.
you know,
it's
like
not his fault.
He didn't know why, but of course I get it. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you if it's like this guy's been struck 3 times even, or even just twice, and it's like, oh, this is now a repeat pattern.
Yeah.
And there's a cloud rolling in. You're like, he remembered people being like, see ya, just getting out of there, which is sad. It made him paranoid. It made him fearful, and he really thought something was trying to kill him, and I find that very reasonable given the circumstances.
Right. I don't think that his reaction to that is misguided in any way. I understand.
Like, we talk a lot about like how people are really great at like making patterns out of things or ascribing meaning to random events, but
I think that's totally understandable in his case.
Exactly. This is where I like draw my skeptic line and just be like, okay, you know what? I don't know why, but I understand.
Right. Like, if you don't have an explanation for it and you know it's highly unlikely, it's totally understandable to like fear the reason why it's happening and then it's going to happen again.
It doesn't matter why it's happening. It is definitely a pattern and it's upsetting. Like, you don't have to understand why to be like very fearful of it happening to you over and over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so you asked about whether there was a reason that anyone could identify.
Yeah.
And I will say this, he was offered money more than once by people to travel and to be reimbursed, to be studied, to see if there was something about him, whatever the case, whatever they could measure about him. And he never took anyone up on it.
The thing is, if it were me, I probably would because I'm a very curious person and I'd want to know.
Yeah.
But I also understand not wanting to be a science experiment.
Yeah. Well, I think probably a number of things at play there. It was just like, you know,
not wanting to be poked and prodded and not wanting it to interfere with your life more than it already has and not wanting it to be the focus of your life. Like,
yeah. Or if you find something out, what are you going to do about it?
Right. Is it something you could even change?
Yeah. I mean, they're going to put him in a demagnetizing chamber or something like what are they going to, there's no.
And it would make you feel a little bit like a sideshow, right? Like,
yeah. Which I don't think at all is what a guy like that wanted. He was, I mean, there's a reason that I don't have a lot of information on his life. He didn't write a book.
He just was trying to live a normal life.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't take this stuff to the news like a lot of people would, or like, you know, try and turn it into something. He reported it to his supervisor relatively privately. The only reason we know about it is because it's part of government documents.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't eager to turn it into anyone else's public business exactly.
Who submitted it to Guinness?
I don't know. I suspect it wasn't him.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would have been.
But it did become a news item eventually. I think it by the 7th one or the 6th one, somewhere in there, he was covered in national papers. And when he died, he got a spot in the New York Times.
Oh.
You know, they mentioned that he died of a gunshot wound. They didn't say any more on that, you know. But he got a mention in the death section of the New York Times. A dude from Dooms, Virginia, in the middle, not exactly nowhere, but kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's for what it's worth. He, you know, for a miserable series of events, he was noticed. He was seen. So
that's so sad.
So that's Roy Sullivan.
Poor Roy Sullivan.
In 2021, if you're looking for good luck, if you're looking for a better year than the last one, just remember, you've not been struck by lightning once, let alone 7 times. Probably not. If you're listening and you've been struck by lightning, I want to hear from you.
Yes, talk to us.
But you've not been struck 7 times by lightning like poor Roy Sullivan.
It's just so sad. I just feel so bad for him.
I do too. It's the kind of thing where, like, I think if you were able to talk to him now, I don't know his personality, but you got to think he would at least be able to be like, yeah, that was crazy. Like, he would have to have some sense of humor about it, where, you know, not being able to be struck by lightning anymore.
Yeah, that really sucks.
I know.
That really sucks that happened to him.
But, you know, I mean, like, he had a wife, you know, he had a job, he had a life, you know, he didn't suffer always.
Yeah.
I think I read his wife was 30 years younger than him, so I don't know. Attractive guy. But yeah, that's Roy Sullivan. I just can't imagine not quitting that job.
Right. Me too. Or like trying to move.
Yeah. I looked up and did a little street view around Dooms, Virginia, just to see what kind of a place it is. It looks a lot like here, you know,
Yeah.
or like it's like small towns and, you know, lots of nice little ranch houses and, you know.
There's not like a giant lightning rod in the middle of the town.
Nope, there sure isn't. But you wonder, like, is there like some kind of mineral deposit or something
atmospheric happening there?
Yeah, I even looked like, you know, it's mountainous, but it's not like there's like it's not like there's a big spire peak. Like,
right.
I don't know. I couldn't figure out.
So all of this is making me think of something I've told you about before that I kind of want to go to, which I don't know, maybe I'm rethinking it, but it's called the Lightning Field.
Oh,
you remember
yeah.
me talking about that? It's by American sculptor Walter de Maria. It's in New Mexico, and it's 400 polished stainless steel poles installed in a grid array measuring 1 mile by 1 kilometer. They're 2 inches in diameter, and they average 20 feet and 7.5 inches in height. They're spaced 220 feet apart and have solid pointed tips that define a horizontal plane. Mm-hmm. They're meant to be like walked through and viewed, and there is a cabin nearby that you can stay in and witness the lightning.
Yeah.
Which I've always wanted to go to because we like storms.
Yes.
And it would be interesting. It's somewhat reasonable.
One of the least likely places to get struck by lightning.
Actually, yes, because of all the lightning rods.
Yeah.
He should have gone and lived there. I don't think it existed yet.
Imagine having to live like in a special little house in the middle of a field, like some kind of X-Men character, because poor guy would still probably get hit.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, I don't believe in luck, but boy, that is bad luck.
Yeah. Whatever it wasn't good.
Anyway, hope your 2021 is good and you don't get hit by any lightning. And If you are in any doubt about it, you can make a lemon pig like Aubrey did.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little lemon
lemon
that you
pig.
put little eggs on and put a little coin in its mouth, and that's good luck. And
Hopefully you brush the dirt out your door on the first, and
Is that
you
a
ate
thing?
some kibasi. Yep.
brush dirt out your door.
Yeah.
Man, we got so much dirt.
Well, it's not actual dirt, but you brush the old out.
Oh, okay. We really should have done that because we got just like fluff all over this
We
place.
got a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
It's mostly dog fur.
Anyway, that's Goose Chase.
Goose chase.
It was nice to do an episode for the first time in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks, probably, with another episode, Christy's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening, and have a happy 2021.
Or something like it.
Or something vaguely resembling a good year. God knows we could use it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Goose Chase. We are Goose Chase Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, our handle is @GooseChasePod, and our website is www.goosechasepodcast.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to research, please email us at goosechasepodcast@gmail.com. If you like what we do on the show, please rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
Want to go on a goose chase?
Ooh, yes.